Good morning. It is Tuesday. For those of you who are coming back from a long weekend, I hope you had a great one. I actually spent the weekend up at my family's cottage, and there's something about being in nature on a lake, back to the simple things in life. I think we are hustle and bustle all the time. So for me, going to the lake, and just sitting there watching it sometimes, watching the boaters, watching the or hearing kids laugh in the distance. For me, that's just so grounding. Simple things like a campfire. I love a good campfire, minus the smoke, but I love a good campfire and just being together with family and friends. And this yesterday, my dad celebrated his 75th birthday. So, Dad, I hope you had a great birthday. For me, just being surrounded by family. I always grew up playing games with my family, and I forgot how comforting that is for me. Just like I said, back to the little things for me this weekend. So we were playing games with my aunt, my uncle, my mom, my dad, and I. Playing some card games, playing some dice, and just how much I enjoyed it and how much fun I had. And I think for me, I always try and do these grand ideas with my kids, like let's go somewhere, let's do something, and just kind of forgetting, like get out a deck of cards and play with your kids and go back to the small things. I think everybody tries to, I'm not going to say everybody, that's a terrible thing to say. A lot of times we get caught up in watching what other people do and think that we have to be better or do better or be better. And while that's great, and a lot of times for goals, but I'm talking about relationships, whether it's relationships with our partner, like, do we have to go out to the restaurant? What about just going back to cooking together on the barbecue and just having that time and enjoying that time? Or, like I said, getting out a game and playing it with your kids. It doesn't have to be these big adventures all the time. You can come back, go to a park, play some games, like bring out that childhood or childlike wonder. I think that's what this weekend has really been for me, is just the simple things, not having to dress up and do my hair and makeup every day, just being in nature and really relishing those small moments of connection with family and friends. Somebody said to me yesterday, enjoy that precious time. My dad's 75. The truth is, in reality, we're all going to go sometime. But making that time and cherishing that time, I think, is really important, and just a takeaway that I took from this weekend. So it's Tuesday. So already a day into, I guess, the work week. If you're maybe in another part of the world, maybe you started yesterday. So I hope your week has been off to a great start. I think for me, my focus, I've been getting back into running after I had an injury that prevented me from running for a bit. And I've always loved running. I think for me, that's always been a big stress reliever. I always feel great after a run. But starting out again, I just started in the last week or so, starting out small. Um, but it's hard. Like it's hard to get back into it. It's like trying anything new for the first time, or starting something new. At first it seems hard, at first it seems difficult, but the more that you do it, the more consistent that you are with it, the easier it gets over time. And I think for me, I know how to run. I know some of the my personal best times that I've done. So I know that even though it seems a little difficult right now, and it seems there are times when I want to quit, but I know that I can do it. So it's that mind over matter and not stopping when it gets hard, but being consistent. So I think you can take that into anything that maybe you're trying. Maybe you're trying a new business venture, shooting for a new goal. It's not going to be easy at first, but it's that consistency. It's that mental strength, will, and determination to see it through to the end. So I hope that resonates with you. Make sure you check out Ali and I on Thursday with an episode of Connected Conversations, where we're going to be talking about some of the tips of coming off of vacation or a long weekend, because sometimes it's hard to get back into that. So check us out on Thursday. And we will be back on Monday with another episode of Kickstarting Your Week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you so much for being here this morning. Have a great